spine it says Dreams and Reflections. And a little sticker in the top right corner says Punch Studios guided journal with assorted full color pages. When you open up the book, and I'm going to start here because this is the page that I'm going to be working on today. I'm going to manifest goals. Basically, a glorified to-do list. It's got bullet points all down the side where you can just list out all of the things that you need to do, which is exactly what I am going to do today. What I love is that right next to it, it has priorities and action steps to achieve those priorities, because there's no point in having a to-do list if you can't I mean, I guess there is a point to having a to-do list. It gets them all out in front of you, but it's definitely helpful to take all the things on your to-do list and separate them by importance, and then you can break them down into the things that you're going to do to achieve those priorities into action steps. This book is very, very cool, I think, for that exact reason. It gives you a way to split them up into more bite-sized pieces rather than trying to tackle everything on its own. The next one is a reflection about your day, a place to kind of get it all out. And then the next page has some questions for you. What am I proud of myself for? What do I need to forgive myself for? What did I learn today? And what will I remember most about today? These questions, I think, are things that we don't ask ourselves enough. They're questions that I didn't realize I needed to answer. Every day there's something we've learned. Every day there's something we can be proud of ourselves for. Some days we may have made a mistake that we need to forgive ourselves for, rather than stewing on it all night and getting no sleep. Lord knows I know about that. But then there's also things that we need to remember about the day. Good, bad, learning experience, happy memory. Being able to put it down into words, I think is really important. The next page is look to the future. How do I want to feel tomorrow? It gives the whole sheet in order to write down all of the feelings you want to have. And then the next page is very similar. I am excited about, I am nervous about, I want to learn, and I am feeling. Each with a box to answer those prompts. Taking all of those, for me, I am a big worrier, and I keep nervous thoughts in my head the entire night, and it ruins my sleep schedule. Getting all of those feelings out onto paper rather than keeping them in my head is something that I didn't realize I needed. Next page is a nightly reflection. Write down a recent dream. How did it make you feel? What do you think it meant? 3 ways to relax at night. 1, 2, 3. 3 ways to start my mornings off right. 1, 2, 3. And then there's a sleep tracker. Date, hours slept, sleep quality, woke up feeling what. This specific thing I may not use very much. I work very early, so very rarely do I actually wake up with time to do anything except get dressed and get to work. And a sleep tracker I don't think would help me very much, but I think it's a good thing to have either way. And then the whole thing starts over again. It is just a big old repetitive little book about all of these things. I was very pleasantly surprised to find these books at Home Goods of all places. And they have a lot of pages. Like, they repeat the same things over and over, you know. But for someone like me who plans on using this for several weeks at most, you know, having lots of those pages to work with is very, very nice. And it sets a good precedent for me so that, you know, whenever I inevitably run out of pages, I can take this setup a lot of these, the font is in this extremely light yellow that I don't think will show up at all. I can barely see it from here. So I'm not sure if that'll work, but promise, trust in me that I'm telling you the truth about what's on this page. There's a daily checklist, a nightly checklist, and today's act of kindness. See, on the next page, it has ways I am being mindful, what I notice around me, and did I take enough time for myself today? And then I presume they want you to kind of break that down. Why did you or did you not have enough time for yourself? How can you make more time for yourself moving forward? The next page is taking care of others, and written in the stars. Taking care of others. How I can lift up others. How can I make someone feel loved today? How can I inspire others? I think this can be either general or specific. Is there a friend of yours that maybe needs a little more support, a little more love from the day to day? Or just generally, how can I carry myself in a way that lifts people up and makes them feel good about themselves? And then written in the stars is just a daily journal. It's a big old page where you can write out whatever you want. I think having spaces like that is nice. Next page is very similar. It's pretty much a blank sheet of paper. It says, let your thoughts and feelings flow in this free space for sketches and creative writing. Just kind of for doing whatever you want, which is not something we let ourselves do enough. Describe something I love about me. What do I need to let go of right now? And what are the most beautiful parts of me? I think this is definitely needs to be done in a very specific mindset, but it's very important to be done. The next page is reflect and plan what helps me to grow, where I find positivity. Today I will try. Today I am grateful for. And quote of the day. And then the whole thing starts off all over again. I think this one for me is not quite as versatile as the others because each page has the same questions that sometimes will get a little redundant, but it's a nice kind of starting off point for self-care and thinking about how we carry ourselves day to day. Today I wanted to work with the Dreams and Reflections journal because it has those pages where you could manifest your goals, list them out, write action steps, which is something that I had never thought about doing before. So, my to-do list is about a mile long. Not really, but it feels like that. So, on the left-hand page is just a bullet-pointed list of the things that I need to do. I think just my to-do list, I'm going to write down all of the videos that I want to get filmed this week. There's quite a few. I am still working on getting a consistent schedule because my work is kind of all over the place. So it's really hard to also pretty important to actually take everything out of your head and put it on paper so that you don't forget it like I do. And I also, this isn't just for video purposes, you know, there are other things in my life that I have to accomplish, but I can't think of those either. I've got 3 things down. I need to do laundry. I am very bad about remembering to do chores because what happens is I'll go and I'll see this pile of washed laundry that I just have to put away and I'll be like, okay, as soon as I have time I will do that. But then I leave to run errands or go to work or whatever and completely forget about it. And so I go home and I'm just like sitting doing nothing or editing videos or something like that. And then I get up, I see the pile of laundry, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to remember to do that. And then I leave and then I forget about it, and it's just a very, very vicious cycle. So adding chores to your to-do list to remember to do them is not embarrassing. It is sometimes necessary. And for me, it's a very big task. I mean, I think it's a very big task for just about anybody. But my laundry in question is socks. I have a very extensive fun sock collection. I think I'm up to 70, maybe 75 pairs of various fun socks, which is hilarious and awesome. But oh my goodness, putting them away takes hours. I am not joking. It takes me at least an hour, if not more, of just sitting down, turning them all right side out, and then folding them, finding the pairs, folding them up and putting them away. I have an entire drawer dedicated to just my socks. Maybe I have a problem. That's not the point. Anyway, I am no stranger to simply forgetting to do chores. It's an executive function thing. If it's out of sight, it's out of mind, you know. Write down your chores if you need to. No shame in that. You can't be expected to remember everything you have to do all the time. That's why lists like this exist. Lists like this exist. Lists like this exist. So, some of these I am putting down just in case I can. Oftentimes things take longer to accomplish than I think, and so I will fill up my to-do list or my day and fully expect to have the time to do everything, and then I don't. With this, I'm going in with the complete knowledge that not all of this may be able to get done. But what's so nice about this book is that it has the to-do list right next to a priorities list so that you can write down all that you need to do and then sort them out into priorities, into what you want to get done or need to get done. Sometimes that's a little difficult for me, sorting out what things are more important than others, especially because none of these have a technical deadline, you know, but it's a matter of me holding I think this is good for now, without breaking them down into smaller steps. That's what the next page is for. This list is pretty solid. I will probably add more to it as I think about it, but I think it's a really good first